Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna show you how I made this crochet halter top with filet flowers. The top is made by two pieces, the front and the back join at the side, and has two straps to tie it around the neck. I used a fine weight yarn, 100% cotton. Each ball is 50 grams, 125 meters. I use it with a 3mm hook. This is a size medium and I use 3 balls, so 150 grams. I also used a measuring tape, scissors, a tapestry needle and a couple of stitch markers. We're going to start with the front of our top. So first make a slip knot. And for the filet flowers we need to chain a multiple of 18. I'm gonna chain 90, which is 5 times 18, and it's equal to around 40 centimeters. That's half the measurement of my underbust. If you want to make a sample before starting your work, for mine I chain 36 and work 15 rows. Once we have all the chains we need, we can start with row 1. Skip 3 chains from the hook, and in the fourth one make 1 double crochet. The 3 chains we skip are going to count as 1 double crochet. In each of the next 5 chains, make 1 double crochet. And 5. So we have 7 double crochet. Now chain 2, skip 2 chains, and now it starts the stitches that we need to repeat. So in each of the next 16 stitches make 1 double crochet. And 16 double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 chains and start again from here. 16 double crochet, 1 in each chain, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and again 16 double crochet, chain 2 and skip 2 stitches. Continue like this till the end of the row. At the end of the row, after you chain 2 and skip 2 stitches one last time, you should have 7 chains left. Make 1 double crochet in each of those chains. Six and 7, and our first row is completed. For row 2, turn around. I'm going to start all my rows with a stacked single crochet that's going to count as 1 double crochet. If you prefer, you can use the usual 3 chains. For stacked single crochet, without chaining, insert your hook in the first stitch yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, insert your hook in only the vertical bar on the left of the single crochet, yarn over and pull up a loop, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So this is the stacked single crochet. Make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches and make a double crochet in the next one, chain 2, skip 2 stitches and make a double crochet in the next one, chain 2 and skip 2 stitches. Now we are starting the stitches that we need to repeat for the rest of the row. In each of the next 10 stitches, make 1 double crochet. Nine and 10, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, make 1 double crochet in the next one, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, make 1 double crochet in the next one, chain 2, skip 2 stitches and start again from here. 1 double crochet in each of the next 10 stitches, then 2 chains, skip 2 stitches, 1 double crochet in the next one, 2 chains, skip 2 stitches, 1 double crochet in the next one, 2 chains, skip 2 stitches, and then again from here, 10 double crochet. Continue like this till the end of the row. At the end of the row, after you chain 2 and skip 2 stitches one last time, you should have 4 stitches remain, 3 double crochet, and the 3 chains we made at the start that count as 1 double crochet. So make 1 double crochet in each of them. And the last one in the third chain of the row below. And our second row is completed. For row 3, turn around, stacked single crochet in the first stitch or 3 chains, then make 1 double crochet in the next 6 stitches. And 6. then chain 2, skip 2 stitches. Now we are starting the repeating stitches. Make 1 double crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. Five, 6 and 7, then chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and again in the next 7 stitches 1 double crochet, chain 2 and skip 2 stitches, and again 7 double crochet. Continue like this till the end of the row. At the end of the row, after you chain 2 and skip 2 stitches for the last time, you should have 7 stitches remaining. Make 1 double crochet in each of them. Six, and the last one on top of your stacked single crochet, or if you chained 3 at the start of the previous row, in the 3rd chain of the row below. And our 3rd row is completed. For row 4, turn around, stacked single crochet in the 1st stitch or 3 chains, then chain 2, skip 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet in each of the next 10 stitches. And 10. Now we're starting the stitches we have to repeat. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet in the next one, chain 2, skip 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet in the next one, chain 2, skip 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet in each of the next 10 stitches. And then start again from here. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 1 double crochet in the next one, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 1 double crochet in the next one, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 10 double crochet. Continue like this till the end of the row. At the end of the row, you should have 3 stitches left. Chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet in the last one. And our 4th row is completed. For row 5, turn around, start single crochet in the first stitch or 3 chains, one double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches, chain 2, skip 2 stitches. Here we are starting the stitches we have to repeat. 1 double crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. And chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and then start again from here. Continue like this till the end of the row. At the end of the row, after chaining 2 and skipping 2 stitches one last time, you should have 7 stitches left. Make 1 double crochet in each of them. And the last one. Our 5th row is completed, and now we have all the rows we need to continue. From now on, we are going to repeat rows from 2 through 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I continue following the stitch pattern. Now my work measures around 20 centimeters, which is from my waist to my under bust. You can make this part as long as you want. So we are ready now for the upper part of our top. That's going to be made by 2 triangles. The triangles are going to overlap, so one is going to be in front of the other. For this part, we're going to need 2 stitch markers. I need you to find where the center of your front is. Mine is here in this chain space. Starting from one corner, count the stitches and go a little bit over the center. So I'm going to put my first stitch marker in here. I'm going to count the same amount of stitches starting from the other side and put the second stitch marker in the symmetrical stitch. And this is where our triangles are going to end. One is going to go like this and one like this. So one is going to be in front of the other. We're going to start making our first triangle. I'm going to make in the first stitch my stacked single crochet. In the second and the third stitch, we're going to make a double crochet 2 together. To make a double crochet 2 together, yarn over, insert your hook in the first stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook in the second stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through only 2 loops. You have 3 loops on our hook. Now yarn over and pull through all 3 of them. This is our first decrease on this side of the triangle. Now we're going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch until we reach the stitch before the first stitch marker, so until here. I've reached the stitch before the stitch marker. Now I'm going to remove it. And where the stitch marker was, I'm going to make my double crochet only in the back loop. So I'm going to insert my hook only in the back loop of the stitch. I'm going to make my double crochet like this. I'm going to put back the stitch marker in the same stitch where it was. I'm gonna need it later for the second triangle. Now we're going to continue making double crochet only in the back loop of the stitch. Until we have 2 stitches left before the second stitch marker. So I'm gonna work until here and leave these 2 stitches before the stitch marker. In the next 2 stitches we are going to make the second decrease, double crochet 2 together like we made at the start of the row, but this time only in the back loop. So yarn over, insert your hook only in the back loop of the first stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook only in the back loop of the second stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through all loops, all 3 loops. Now we're going to remove the stitch marker and make 1 last double crochet in the back loop where the stitch marker was, like this. And I'm gonna put back the stitch marker in that stitch in the front loop of the same stitch. Gonna need it for the second triangle. Now turn around. In the first stitch we're going to make our stacked single crochet, or your 3 chains that count as 1 double crochet. In the second and the third stitch we're going to make a double crochet 2 together, then 1 double crochet in each stitch until we have 3 stitches left at the end of the row. Now the double crochet are all in both loops. At the end of the row we are going to make a second decrease in the third to last and the second to last stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the last stitch. We are decreasing 1 stitch on each side, and we'll keep decreasing in this way until we reach the top of our triangle. I'm finishing the first triangle. Now in this row I don't have enough stitches to make 1 decrease at the end, at the start and at the end of the row, so I'm gonna make 1 in the next 2 stitches. In the last 2 I'm going to make 1 double crochet in each of them. Like this. Now I have 4 stitches, so I'm gonna make 1 last row, stacked single crochet in the first stitch. I'm gonna make 1 last decrease in the next 2 stitches, and then 1 last double crochet in the last stitch. I finished the first triangle. Now we can cut the yarn and fasten off here, and we can make the second one. Take a new piece of yarn, make a slip knot, and on the right side of your top, this is the right side, this is the wrong side, I'm going to attach it on the other side here in the first stitch. I'm going to chain 3 instead of my stacked single crochet, only this time. In the second and third stitch, make a double crochet 2 together, then we're going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch until we reach the stitch before the stitch marker. I've reached the stitch before the stitch marker. Now I'm going to remove it, and now we're going to work our double crochet only in the back loop. Like this, we're going behind the stitches of the first triangle. We're going to continue making double crochet in the back loop only until we have 2 stitches left before the next stitch marker. I have 2 stitches left before the stitch marker, and in them I'm going to make a double crochet 2 together only in the back loop. Like this, then I can remove the stitch marker and make 1 last double crochet where the stitch marker was. This was the first row of our second triangle, and this part goes behind the first one, like this. Now we're going to turn around and we're going to proceed in the same way as we did for the first one, making 1 decrease at the start of the row in the first and in the second stitch, double crochet 2 together, then working until we have 3 stitches left, making a second decrease at the end in the third to last and the second to last stitch, and making 1 last double crochet in the last one. We're going to decrease until we matched the rows we did for the first triangle. After finishing the second triangle, the front of our top is completed. Now we can make the back. I'm making the back a little bit smaller than the front. Instead of 5 times 18, I chained 4 times 18, so 72 chains. This is because this is an halter top, so we want to have the straps to hold the back in place. So making it a little bit smaller, this is gonna be sewn like this to the front. It's gonna be stretched and it's going to stay in place where I want it. So now I'm gonna continue following the stitch pattern. I'm gonna match the number of rows I did for this part of the top. I finished the back. Now I'm gonna join it to the front on both sides. I'm gonna join it using single crochet. So I need to position my 2 pieces with the right side facing each other and with the wrong sides facing out. I'm gonna do one side first. I didn't cut the yarn. I'm gonna use this to join the pieces. Match the stitches of the back with the stitches of the front. I'm gonna pull the loop through the piece that it's closest to me. I'm going to join using single crochet. So I'm going to insert my hook through both the front and the back, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through to making a single crochet. And you move to the next stitch and make a single crochet. Continue like this until you join the entire side. I finished joining the front to the back, so now we are only missing the straps. For the straps, take a new piece of yarn and make a slip knot. We are on the right side of our top. We're going to attach the new yarn into the top corner of the triangle. And we're going to chain how many chains we need to make the strap long enough. Once we have all the chain we need, we're going to skip the first chain from the hook, and in the next one we're going to make a slip stitch. In the next chain, make one single crochet, one single crochet as well in the next chain, then one half double crochet in the next chain, one double crochet in the next chain, and then continue making one double crochet in each chain till the end. After making the last double crochet in the last chain, we're going to join the strap to the triangle by making one last double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook in the bottom stitch of the triangle, yarn over and pull up a loop, then insert your hook in the middle stitch, yarn over and pull through the stitch and 2 loops, then insert your hook in the top stitch, yarn over and pull through everything. Like this, we attached the strap. We can fasten off. our strap is completed. Now we need to make the second one. After finishing both of the straps, the last step as always is to weave in all of the tails using a tapestry needle. And this is the final result, our top finished. I think that in the future I will add caps to the front and also a bit of elastic on the back to fit more securely. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!